Thanks for tuning in, and today I want to talk about a couple of hacks that I've discovered for the Knipex Cobra XS pliers. But before I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to help support my channel. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. It would help me out a lot. So I've talked about these pliers in a couple of previous videos. In one, I talked about how to open them with one hand, which I'll demonstrate. There's a couple different ways. There's the lift and scoop method, which that's what I'm calling it. So you lift it and then kind of flick it to the side really quickly. So you open them up and then flick it to the side and you've got them open. And then to close them, you just kind of flick them down like that and they're closed. The easier method, or the simpler method, is to open them and then just push up with your thumb and they're open, and then push down up here with your thumb to close them. Now, as you can see, in terms of storing them, the handles at the bottom here, they kind of are a little bit far apart. So it's a little bit hard to store them in a little pouch or something like that. But if you open them and then ratchet them up slowly and then stop right there, you can see they're closed technically, but the handles are much closer together, so much easier to slip under a piece of elastic or something and secure them in your pouch or your toolbox or your tool belt or something like that. So really cool hack. The third thing, this is new that I haven't gone over, is this little wrap that I have on the grips or the handles. It's kind of like a knife wrap where you wrap it in paracord. That's where I got the idea. With the standard grip, I found that they were really digging into my palm when I was using them. It didn't feel very good. These provide a lot more comfort and they just look really good. As you can see, I did like the standard, instead of the standard wrap, I did an over and under weave pattern and it came out really, really well. So I'm really impressed with how they look. And I really love the blue color as well. I've seen other people use heat shrink or like maybe cut off the ends of water balloons and kind of put them on the handles to give it a more rubberized grip, but this works just as well. And I really like the look of them, like I just said. The next hack is something that I think is very useful. So if you have a Leatherman bit, this is not a Leatherman bit, but bit extender, excuse me. This is a generic one that I got, but basically if you have a Leatherman extender, especially with the ratchet, this is a really cool hack. So if you wanted to add more torque, you could take the pliers and just come in here and just grip the top. And now you can get a lot more torque on it if you're tightening something down. You can also put it through this little gap here. It's the same thing, but instead of using the plier head, you can just put it through this little hole here. And let's see if I can just get this to work. Hopefully it doesn't fall out. It's been falling out on me, but you can just put it through here and then just kind of tighten, ratchet it up. And now you can also do the same thing here. So really cool hack for, especially if you have the Leatherman bit extenders. I know they're very expensive. That's why I bought this generic one. I didn't really want to spend the money on those. Plus I don't have a Leatherman yet. But I just wanted to demonstrate that yes, you can kind of use these pliers to just get a little bit more torque if you needed it when you're working or tightening something down. So that's really, really cool. Now this next hack, I don't know how useful it is, but I guess if you're really, really desperate or in a desperate situation and needed to cut a piece of wire, you can cut a piece of wire with this. And so what you do is, here's my wire, and you can see there's a little gap here. And obviously you can't pass through like a very thick wire, but if you have something like this, you can just feed it through that little hole there. All right, just like that. And then you just push down on the handles and you got your wire cut. So I'm sure you could cut other things with it, but I just wanted to demonstrate it with wire. Could you strip a wire with it? Yes, I wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty hard to do. I think obviously like a multi-tool or a wire cutter or a wire stripper, dedicated wire cutter would be much better. But in some kind of situation where you didn't have those and all you had were the pliers, I don't know why that would be, you can definitely cut a piece of wire with this. So those are the hacks that I wanted to go over today. Obviously, I think this is the most useful one with the bit extender. But yeah, let me know in the comments section below what you think. Do you have any other additional hacks? Have you tried these? Are you going to try these? Love to know your thoughts below. And until the next video, God bless.